Hi everyone and welcome to another video. This one is showing the diagrams and charts template that I've specifically created and adapted for the Amazon Kindle Scribe. I also have this template on the Remarkable too, but the Amazon Kindle Scribe has a couple of different features to the Remarkable too. So this is a dedicated video for Amazon Kindle Scribe users. Now, why would you use this template? Well, simply put, all the ink tablets are great at note-taking, but they do lack visuals, basically. I'll use the term diagrams, charts, shapes, visuals a lot throughout this video, because whilst note-taking can be primarily just words and writing experience, often it is enhanced by the use of visuals, shapes, org charts, mind maps, sticky notes, emojis, other icons, all of which you can get by using this tracing template. Now, just by way of a quick example, this is one I have prepared earlier. So just to show you what it will look like as I go through the various tabs and what you can do and how you do it. So you might think, oh, well, that just looks like a PDF image. No, these have been hand created using the Amazon Kindle Scribe. And the joy of that compared to using a PDF image is that you can use the lasso tool and you can grab whatever you create, you can copy it, you can paste it, you can resize it, and then you can copy it and you can put it anywhere on any of your notebooks. It doesn't have to stay within this PDF template that I have created. You can put it in any of your notes that you take in through a class, for work, whatever it might be. You can enhance it with these images. So that's the premise, just to prove again that these are images and not part of a PDF. Here you go. Erase it. I'm going to undo that because we don't want to leave it with a big mark through, do we? Okay, so on to the example, and I'm going to give you a few quick tips as I'm going throughout this. So what you get when you purchase the template is various tabs which contain various images, and you trace around these using your stylus or your pen, and then you can copy and paste them wherever you like. That's the premise of it. Now you might think, well, I can maybe draw okay things just freehand. Well, you can do, but you'll see shortly with these tips that the images you can create look very accurate. They almost look computer generated rather than created yourself on your Amazon Kindle Scribe. So just to give you an example, let's do this light bulb here, which can use maybe next to when you're writing notes and you have maybe a new idea. You can use that as a symbol to enhance your note taking. So the first thing you do, I always recommend to pick a good size and type of pen. I personally recommend just the normal pen on number 4 thickness, because you want a nice thick line, because when you're resizing it, it maintains a good thickness and integrity. If you chose the thinnest line and you enlarge the image, it does come even thinner. So I like a nice thick line, and that's what I recommend. Tip number 2, always zoom in. So you might be trying to do it here, like that, which you might be able to do so. But what happens when you zoom in is you're able to draw it much more accurately, and any slight imperfections on the zoomed in version, once you zoom out, you can barely even tell. That's the joy of it. So I've already started doing this one. So just go ahead, grab yourself, or get yourself in a comfortable position, and then just start drawing around it freehand like this. Now, unfortunately on the Amazon Kindle Scribe, they don't have a straight line feature, which they do have on the Remarkable too, but that's fine. We can work our way around these shapes without that. You can still create really nice visuals, as I've shown, even without that feature. And I tend to rotate my device to just make it a bit easier as I'm doing it. And my last tip would be, please don't worry about taking a bit of time to do these, because the joy of it is, once you've done it once, you then have the image to copy and paste as many times as you'd like. So just do it once, do it properly, and then you've got these images for however long you want to use them. So you can see I'm getting it. I tend to do a bit better as I'm moving away from my body here. I'm making it a little bit harder myself because I'm navigating around where the tripod is for the camera. So this won't be my best work and I'm rushing through it slightly, but you get the idea. So then we go ahead and zoom out, grab our lasso tool, copy, and then you can paste it. And then you can resize it and you can move it around and you can put it on your notes wherever you might want it. You can have it as big or as small as you want. And of course, once you've found a size you like, you can go ahead and copy and paste it again if you want multiple for a specific visual that you're using. And that is the premise of it. Actually, let's say we want this one quite large. There you go. So that's how you do it. I'm going to take this one off the screen for a moment as I go through the final tips, which would be, I'm going to use the emoji section for this tip. Sorry, I want to click onto the hand tool. That is a good thing to remember, actually. After you've copied, if you want to navigate to another page or another document, click onto the hand tool, and then you can actually navigate, go home, go to your notebooks, and then click onto the clipboard, and then paste it on there. That's how you do it. So now I'm going to go to my emojis. And so once you've done one shape, then don't make life hard for yourself, just replicate it. So earlier on, I've prepared a circle. Again, this is one I took a bit of time to do because once I've done one good circle, what you can go ahead and do is copy it and paste it for all of these, so you don't have to do it each time. So there I've got a nice circle. You know, it's never going to be absolutely perfect when you're doing a circle, but this looks really good and I'm really happy with it. It only took me a minute. Then I can copy it and paste it onto all these others. So it might look like a lot of template creation to do, but it doesn't take long once you've done one good shape. And the same applies not just for the emojis, but we can copy this and we can go into our shape section. I made the same mistake which I did earlier. You need to go back onto the select tool. Now we're going to go into our copy tool and we're going to paste it. And there we've got our circle. Once we've got the appropriate size, you get the idea. Okay, so that's the premise of it. You've got shapes, org charts, mind maps and other charts, pie charts, semicircle charts, sticky notes. These might be one of my favorite. I use these on my to-do list and they look amazing. The emojis, which I've shown you, and then other icons as well. And then this custom section is once you've created a visual or maybe created a group, because once you do these, you don't just have a single one, as I've shown you earlier. You often will club them together, create like a flow chart or an organization chart, then put it in the custom section, name it whatever you want, and these are all hyperlinked so you can store all your creations for endless use. So that is the main content of what the template has. Just a quick note that there is a right and left hand version. So this is the right hand version with the ring binder on the left side, and then you can get a version with the ring binder on the right side if you like to have your tool menu on this side. I don't think there's anything else actually to mention, but if you do have any questions about it, do let me know. But I've made quite a few templates, your usual stuff like to-do lists, calendars, planners, which I'll leave a link for in the description, but this is probably the most creative one and the one I actually use the most, because when you're just taking normal notes, it's amazing to be able to have visuals like you might do on your laptop, but have the joy of an e-ink device. Thanks for listening. Take care.